themselves. They need to start designing solutions, being involved in this problem, solving this problem. So lastly, technology is the key to unlock African agriculture potential. So we can ride on the wings of technology to spearhead solutions. So why should you join us? We are creating the future we want in agriculture, and we connect you to the world of information in terms of opportunities. It's like scholarship opportunities, internship, volunteership, on both local and international scale for your career growth. Also, we have skill development, which we're doing through project collaborations, community interactions, and workshops. Then we have access to coaching and mentorship from industry leaders and professionals. So at Precision Field Academy, we are building a community of young tech inclined and digitally savvy farmers and professionals. Okay. All right. So today, the topic before us today is smart livestock farming, leveraging tech solutions. And our speaker for today is an expert in the field of livestock. I think she has solutions. She is the co-founder of FarmSpeak Technology. If you've heard about FarmSpeak before, FarmSpeak Technology is a livestock technology company developing solutions to enhance livestock farming for livestock farmers. So I'm going to be reading through our profile. So let's get going. All right. So our profile is Adaize Akpagula is a passionate innovator dedicated to driving positive change in agriculture, the environment, and beyond. With over 5 years of experience in technological advancement, marketing, and product management, she brings a unique perspective to creating solutions that benefit underserved communities. So our journey started with a degree in agricultural and environmental engineering from the prestigious University of Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. This academic foundation combined with a love for innovation has fueled our drive to make meaningful impact. As a co-founder of FarmSpeak Technology, our focus is on growth and formulating product strategies to enhance the lives of farmers. She is deeply connected to the problems we are solving, coming from a family of poultry farmers. This personal connection drives her commitment to the mission. Beyond her role at FarmSpeak, she has the privilege of speaking at various events, including the Lagos State Economic Summit, Betty in 2022, and the Diverse Science Diplomacy Takes event in California. These opportunities have allowed her to share insights on emerging technologies in agriculture and youth inclusion. Also, she has been honored with awards like Cherry Blair recognition, has been named one of the young innovative minds in the year 2022, the top 20 entrepreneurs in Africa by Regional University Forum for Capacity Building in Agriculture, RUF Forum. Our goal is to continue innovating and making a positive impact in the agriculture industry and beyond. Driven by a dedication to research, lifelong learning, and social impact, she is on a mission to revolutionize the agriculture sector and contributing to achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals of ending poverty, zero hunger, and sustainable industry growth. Join her on this journey to make agriculture smarter, make it to make agriculture smarter, more sustainable, and more inclusive. Connect to explore opportunities for collaboration and innovation in the evolving landscape of agri-tech and digital transformation. So together, he said, we can drive change, empower communities, and cultivate a brighter future in agriculture. Okay, I'm going to bring her to the stage now. Hello, Mrs. Adaize. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Good
I have the
afternoon.
floor now.
All right. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me, please? Ensure you can hear me because you were not audible when you started the conversation. Joseph, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, 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 yes. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Just as Joseph has said, my name is Adeze Ruth Afabula, and I'm the co-founder and the COO of FarmSpeak Technology. And an honor to be here today with you all to talk about something I am deeply passionate about, a conversation that FarmSpeak is deeply rooted in, using technology to transform livestock farming in Nigeria. And of course, as stated here today, our topic is smart livestock farming, leveraging tech solutions. And this conversation is not, for me, it's more than just a title. It's a call to action to build a stronger agricultural future for Nigeria. So, if we have to go deep into this, I thought you probably have like a 3 days boot camp, but I'll do my best to um, fit in everything I have to say today. I'm also so sorry my video can't be turned on. I've been battling with this backstage, so um, maybe it's a blessing so that I would have a smooth conversation due to network glitch. So I'll be sharing my slides now. I'm going over to slide 2. So what we'll be speaking on today, we'll go through the preliminary part of this conversation, the introduction to livestock farming, why technology in livestock farming, types of technology solutions in livestock farming, highlighting, a few or drawing up a few examples from what we do at FarmSpeak, our solutions, the practical benefits of technology in livestock farming, the challenges in implementing technology solutions, we're also going to talk about conversations around looking to the future of smart livestock farming. We're having emerging technologies right now. So what is next? What is new to us? And then how can we all start today from an angle of being an entrepreneur or a youth or even as a farmer already in business? So without further ado, let's head to the next slide, which is slide 2. Yes. So yeah, what is livestock farming? What does this mean to us? When you hear smart livestock farming, what I know everybody understands what livestock is. So when you now talk about smart livestock farming, how does this resonate with you? How can you define it in your own terms? So we're going to delve into what we mean by smart livestock farming, and at its core, in simple terms, is about using modern technologies to improve the efficiency, sustainability, and profitability of livestock farming in general. And in Nigeria, I know I want to assume that a lot of us have been following agricultural conversations and news. We're no longer strangers to the demand of food security. In fact, that term, food security and food insecurity shouldn't be new to us. So, but with increasing pressures on our land and the environment, we need new ways to meet those demands while reducing negative impacts. And this is where technology steps in. This is where being smart steps in, you know, as a farmer or as an entrepreneur in the agri-tech space or an agri-business fellow. So just as what we do at FarmSpeak, a brief intro aside what have been said, We work directly with livestock farmers across Nigeria, particularly starting off with the poultry industry, where we bring in digital technologies or solutions that are right for their farm operations. And we do this through a number of ways. We do software and then we also do hardware. During the course of the conversation, when I'm drawing up examples and also giving practical insights, you get to know more. Our goal is to empower livestock farmers with the right tools they need to grow sustainably and efficiently. And today I'll be showing you on how smart farming paired with the right technology can change the game for you as a livestock farmer or even as an entrepreneur who's aspiring to be in the livestock space. So why technology in livestock farming? Why should we even consider technology in livestock farming? What does this even mean? How is it going to be of help? What are we going to do differently that um, our parents in the past haven't been doing differently? What is it contributing genuinely to agriculture? So the simple thing is technology allows farmers to do more with less. So you talk about less and then having more. It's just technology. So you do more with less feed, less water, less labor, more profit. You know, it helps you save time. It improves your productivity. It improves your sustainable operations and practices. It improves your profitability. It also enables us to adapt quickly to the changes in the market or climate. Now, recently, climate has been a very huge issue. I remember earlier this year, sometime in February, March, there was really some sort of heat stress such that even medically we were informed and we're trying to get sensitized as humans to always try to cool off, drink more water, hydrate during the day, you know. So if this can be affecting humans, definitely be affecting the livestock. And this wasn't the issue years back. But you see that because of our input, because of our operations, because of what we do as humans, we are indirectly contributing to this climate change, and the effect is really telling a whole lot, not just on the crop sector. A lot of times people center so much on the crop sector. The livestock sector is also part of it. And this sector is responsible for our protein-rich foods, basically. So there's a need to pay attention to this particular trends in climate and also market trend. It's also crucial for farmers in facing unpredictable weather, as I've said, and fluctuating consumer demands. In poultry, for example, there's something called heat and cold stress. Now, heat and cold stress drastically can wipe out an entire cycle of birds. It's one of the major causes of poultry mortality. So that tells you a huge role where the role where your environment, your weather plays in your productivity at the end of the cycle. So what we've done just at FarmSpeak, for example, is to create solutions centered around this. And for expiring entrepreneurs, we look at the value chain. I always tell people that there are a lot of things you can do in the value chain. There are a lot of things from production to processing to market. There are a lot. You can be a tech enabler. So there are various means you can key into this in terms of bringing technology into livestock farming to make it smart. So here we're going to talk about types of technology in livestock farming, and there are a whole lot. We have emerging technologies right now, but one of which is the major categories. I had to group them into, I think, about four. Which the first one is disease monitoring. This is a very crucial part when we're talking about livestock, and that is why technologies are being deployed into these sectors right now. So you talk about technologies that help you detect and address illness early. Farmers can even prevent major outbreaks using these technologies. We have something like this at FarmSpeak. So we have a software where it helps you diagnose your poultry diseases, and then it links you up with a veterinary doctor within your location if the case is severe. If the case is not severe, you have access to learning right there on the platform such that you understand what to do within your means as a farmer. if it's something that is outside of us, then we link you up with a veterinary doctor within your location. These are crucial technologies to help you as a farmer and make your farming processes smart, such that you don't have to go through questioning, using your human intuition to say maybe it's coccocydiosis, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. So that is one major angle of tech in smart livestock farming. Then we also have environmental monitoring. Now, these days, the world is getting to the point where you necessarily don't have to be in your farm 24/7. Even though you have your farm workers, you can utilize them for more important things. You can even efficiently utilize them for something better. Gone are those days where you have to. So let me give an example. Growing up in a home of poultry, um, my during the first 1 month of you bringing new birds into your poultry pen, into your brooding pen, it's usually very stressful, and the weather plays a huge role to the survival of those birds. Once you get it wrong at the initial stage, you begin to have issues that are underlying. And at the point when you're supposed to start selling off your birds, you begin to experience things like poultry mortality, and you definitely cannot trace where it's coming from. But it's a built up process, but most of these farmers don't know. So part of this also requires you to monitor these birds. So I remember when I was younger, and these are the things that drove me into studying agriculture engineering, and I said I was going to do something better, such that my own parents and the community where I grew up, the poultry community, would have to experience farming in a better and more lively and happier mood. Now we had to take turns in my family to check the birds. So every night, somebody is going to be awake to check these birds, and then in the morning somebody else takes over. Even being that we're in school, aside you feeling the stress of having sleepless nights, it definitely affected our school in one way or the other. Because by the time you're in school in the morning, others are learning, you're busy sleeping in class because you are awake the previous night to check on these birds to make sure that everything was fine, to make sure that the heating sources are the optimum, because we were using charcoal, which is one of the things we're trying to eradicate right now at Farm Speak, such that farmers are working towards a net zero farming system. So you burn charcoal, put it at different angles, because you cannot control this. Most times one part is overheating, the birds are suffering with heat stress at that part. Some parts are being underheated, the birds are not getting the optimum heat required. It's a whole lot. And at the end of the day, you see that you still have mortality, most times 20%, most times 50%. And then these farmers are really struggling. Most of them are under loans to just make sure that their productivity is going on for them. Now, if you look at this, you can see that you don't have to do that right now in this 21st century. There are systems and structures that have been put in place such that it's not taking away jobs. When people hear technology, they feel it's taking away jobs from people. It's not taking away jobs from you. But imagine you having a farm manager, or you being a farmer, and you have to run errands, you have to go and get vaccine. But because you're brooding at the earlier stage, you're not scared of the temperature, you're not scared of the humidity, you're not scared of the air quality, you're not worried if they're having enough water or not, because there's something there that is taking care of these birds for you. We have such technology at FarmSpeak, and it's called PenKeep. I'll get to that point where I'll show you the picture. So PenKeep has sensors. We utilize sensor technology and mobile technology to help farmers, not just in monitoring. Now it goes a step further to control. I'll explain. So it monitors 5 parameters. It monitors the poultry house temperature. It monitors the poultry house humidity. It monitors the air quality, which is the CO2 level from your heating source, and the ammonium drop from the ammonium level from their droppings. It also monitors the water temperature. So during the during the hot season, it's required that you give them cool water at intervals. And when it's the cold season, it's required that you give them warm water at intervals. So it monitors this water temperature. It also monitors the water level such that these birds get enough water, which is crucial for their development. Now, in case where, for example, there is a default such that, not default, okay, let me say there's a mistake such that the temperature is so hot for the birds right now and they're overheated, which is heat stress. Now, this device goes further to tell you as a farmer first. And then if you have the systems like the add-ons, the fans, it turns on your fans on your behalf. without you being physically present. You can also do that from your end through the app. Now, if you don't have fans, for farmers who are not fully automated, what it can do is to inform your farm manager, and you roll up your blinds, or you supply enough ventilation for these birds. And then if it's cold, the same thing, it turns on your heating source for you and cools down at the optimum, such that you're not spending so much on energy consumption costs. If they're supposed to burn 10 bags of charcoal, you'll be burning at least 2 bags because it's now controlled. So these are what technology can help you do. Reduce stress on the farm, on the animals, reduce stress on the farmers, and help you save cost, and also combat the effect of climate change such that you also have control over your farm environment. Now we talk about the third one, which is data. So data management solutions, helps you. These technologies help you in organizing your farm records. The FS Manager Farm app for poultry farmers have been designed for that at FarmSpeak, such that you can keep record of your operations, you can track your inventory, you can look at your historical data and prepare for the next cycle as a farmer. These are the things technology helps you do. It's able to help you track to say, okay, instead of you stocking more on feed, oh, from our store, I can see that we have more feed. So let me divert this money to something else. Cash at hand is king. You then use the money to do something else you have to do. So these are the things technology can help you. It helps you digitize your entire process in your farm and help you get informed decisions. Now talk about automation and robotics. This is currently, I won't say so new in Nigeria right now. A lot of countries are now adopting this, but I know that in few years to come, this will be a huge thing. So it helps you. I don't know if you've seen videos where you see robots helping you pick eggs, especially in commercial farms. Imagine using humans to do that. You're going to waste a lot of time. It's labor intensive and all of that. It helps you in feeding your birds. It helps you in cleaning your farms. So these are technologies that you can use in livestock farming. And I've given an example of what we have done at FarmSpeak using the PenKeep device and FS Manager to integrate a lot of these things, from disease diagnosis to environmental monitoring, combating climate change, to reducing the use of fossil fuel, data keeping using the record keeping app, and all of that. So we move on to the next slide. So this was what I was talking about. These are the interface for FS Manager. So for you, if I'm speaking to the youths here right now, when you're trying to key into living technologies in any value chain or in any niche in agriculture, the first thing first ask yourself is, how do I get data? Data is a problem right now in Nigeria. So for us, before we rolled out our hardware, which was our flagship product, we had to roll out our software because we had to get enough data. This data these farmers will feed in will also help us in making informed decisions as well as a company, and also help these farmers. This app has been able to prove that farmers can boost their credit worthiness. A lot of times you see we get calls from financial institutions to say they want to support this farmer, but they want to be sure if they're currently using this app. And say, okay, yes, yes, yes. And then through a formal agreement, they see to these things. The farmers can share their details and they go through this app and see that these farmers are in operations. This is what technology has been able to help farmers do. So these days, you don't have to go about moving from one place to another, carrying loads of books. Imagine reconciling your records, proving that you're a farmer for 20 years, proving that you have a historical financial record for X amount. These are what these apps can do for you. So you coming into the agricultural sector, livestock, crop, you also have to ask yourself questions around, what solutions am I rolling out for? When you've identified the opportunity, what can solve this problem? Is it a hardware problem? Is it a software problem? So we have hardware, we have software, as I've stated. There are a lot of agri-tech companies that do hardware alone, a lot of people that do software alone. So you look at what problem you're solving and what part of technology can help you get to the solution you're trying to provide. The device where the farm worker is trying to set is the PenKeep. So PenKeep comes with sensors. When you go to our website, you have a full view of PenKeep. It comes with sensors that monitors and also control climate conditions in poultry, in aquaculture, and greenhouse. I've explained the sensors it's having. I've explained its impact. First thing is to combat mortality caused by climate change. It will reduce the use of fossil fuel by replacing it with a clean heating source that works with pancake. It will improve the animal welfare and also help you boost your productivity at the end of the cycle, such that you have more birds to sell, you have more fishes to sell at the end of the day, you have more products to sell at the end of the day. I know you're not at the mercy of climate. So that's a closer look at all of these solutions, and you can see that these are solutions that we've deployed to be able to help this niche. So we are basically technology enablers in the livestock space. So, of course, I know I've pointed out one or few things, but these are practical benefits of technology in livestock farming. Um, so with technology, livestock farmers can achieve higher yields. That's the very first one. At the end of the day, what every farmer wants to hear is, how do I make money? How do I increase my cash flow? So if it's not tending towards that, it's not a painkiller. So the first thing is to help farmers achieve higher yield, which means more food for the market and then more money for the farmers at the end of the day. And then it can also help reduce costs by optimizing their resources. Now, let me give a practical example for this. If you understand how the poultry space works, during the cold season, which is cold stress, the birds tend to eat more food. They tend to take more feed, but they're not converting this feed to get the optimum body weight. That's what most farmers don't understand. These birds are rather taking more feed, but not converting it to the body weight that is suitable, but rather they are converting it to generate energy such that they get the internal body heat required of them, because the period is very, very hot, very, very cold rather. So as a farmer, you begin to, you're confused, like, oh, I'm spending much on feed. These birds are eating more feed, but it's not equating to what their body weight should be. So this is why you should optimize your environment. And most of the times, this thing sounds like a miracle, but that technologies like what we've deployed that can help you have control over your own farm environment, such that your birds are getting the optimum amount of heat and optimum amount of um, 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 climatic conditions required, from the humidity to the temperature to the feed to the air quality. Everything is at the optimum. So, what tech can help you do is to reduce cost, help you optimize your resources, whether it's feed, whether it's water, whether it's labor, you know. And I talked about Penkeep having a sensor that helps you monitor water. So if you're not in your farm and your water level is low, it gives you an alert, and then you can pump in water to your pumping source and then supply to these birds, at the right time. So yeah, it also helps you with market demands. As market demands are increasing, this technology helps you more to understand your quality and transparency. So tech helps farmers meet up with expectations. They're able to understand. Now we're getting to the ember season. Part of what our software can help you do, which is um, a viable tool, is to help you understand market dynamics, pricing updates, and help you understand what to sell at what point. And most times farmers feel like because they're making sales every day, they are making money. That you make sales today does not mean you have made profit. People make a lot of that mistake. So you to be sure that your profit margins are in check. And this is what technology most times can help you do, because calculating these things as business owners over a period of time can be very, very stressful. So technology can help you understand the market trends. It's going to be ember season. For people who are stocking broilers, this is the best time to stock broilers, or by next month, early next month, stock your broilers, get them ready for the market, and all those things. So these are practical benefits as well. So I'll move on to the next slide. Of course, there are challenges. It's not all smooth. It's not a smooth sailing when it comes to implementing these tech solutions, both as an entrepreneur or as an aspiring entrepreneur who wants to provide a solution, and also from the end of the farmers. I'll try to touch on a few. So there are challenges in getting this tech adopted most times. Barrier to entry. When we started out, it was difficult for us to get this solution and I'm now speaking to aspiring youths who want to venture into such business, like being agri-tech providers to farmers. There were we had a lot of, no, we had a lot of barriers, and it's understandable because you have to look at, from the farmer's end, the cost of acquiring this technology. We have issues with access to internet, and not even understanding what they're trying to do. But I can tell you that one few practical things we did was, one, we had to sensitize. When we saw that we're having a lot of barriers, we came back to the drawing board, and then we had to do a lot of sensitization. So we didn't sell the product. We didn't talk about come and buy, come and adopt. We I think we dedicated 2 years from 2019 to 2020, 2021 to do a lot of sensitization around the need to adopt technology in livestock farming. So we had to equip these farmers with a lot of knowledge. We did physical classes. We're moving from one farm to another. We did online webinars. Monthly, we even brought different speakers. So most of the times you sell the value, you do a lot of teaching, sensitization. You're coming into the space as a youth. Um, these farmers will be the one running after you by the time they see that this is valuable. And then the story changed. So from these classes we held, we built a lot of trust, brand credibility, brand visibility, and we equipped these farmers with a lot of knowledge, even outside what we were teaching. So they trusted us with so many things. Most times they had problems outside what we were offering, and they came to us for ideas, and we had to give them 1 or 2 cents from our end. And then that built a lot of relationship for us, and then it was easier for us to sell. In fact, they were the one that said, "Oh, yeah, you said you had a software that will help me keep records. Please, can I sign up? Please, can I do this?" Another thing is your business model too. Try to fine-tune your business model to your market, to suit your market. I would always say most times, you see this word saying smallholder farmers. A lot of times it kind of pisses me off because it's looking like it's a cost and a blessing. Because we are trying to baby feed and spoon feed. And if you look at the other world, if you look at other countries, they are beginning to adopt technology. But the truth is, it's getting better right now in the country, Nigeria, and it's good to see compared to when we started. So you always look at in terms of your market dynamics. So initially when we started, I'll tell you this for free. We're trying to give this technology in terms of come and buy. But we changed our business model to be a subscription based model. To subscribe, pay as you go. As you're using, you are paying, because that is what the context is for our own farmers here and those who we work with. A lot of farmers don't like, especially for the smallholder farmers, don't like putting in their money down to invest in technology. It's like an overhaul for them financially.
Hello, I don't know if you can hear me, ma. And you are breaking, so I think it's a network glitch from your end. Yeah, because can't hear you again. Hello, if you can hear me, kindly jump back. I think it's a network fluctuation from your end because I can't hear
So
you.
can you hear me now?
Yes, 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 I can hear you.
So I need to add my slides again. That's what that means. So just give me some moments. I'll add my slides.
Okay, ma'am. All right.
Um, so so yeah, I think I was talking about. So sorry about the network. I really don't know what happened. So for the hardware, we're using Internet of Things and required internet connectivity. And realize that we're going to have lapses if we don't resolve this issue. So one thing I'm trying to say is, as entrepreneurs, constantly innovate and constantly research, constantly be at the top of your R&D, research and development as a team. So we went back to our drawing board and we incorporated IoT SIMs, and realized that it was better than what we were using before. So these are the things we deployed in our processes to be able to reduce any barrier to entry we might encounter or be encountering. So yeah, and then also adoption. Adoption simply, as I explained, farmers saying they don't want to adopt technology. The simple thing you can do is sensitize for a period of time and then build trust. As I explained, that helped us a lot. We sensitized for 2 years. We didn't sell. We didn't say, come and buy anything. We are selling this, we are selling that. We gave out value without even talking about what we wanted to bring into the market. And then today, the story has changed. And you see that farmers are the one even referring us to other farmers within their locality. So finally, the learning curve, you know, always try to top your game, as I've said. To tackle all these barriers, this was what we did practically at Farm Speak. And these are the challenges on my face. You want to say, I didn't put in funding, or but she didn't write funding. Most entrepreneurs say this when I'm having conversations. For us at Farm Speak, we don't believe funding it should be a limitation to you executing. For the first 2 years of our startup, we didn't get funding. We bootstrapped. We had founders capital, and then with the time we did a GoFundMe within our community of friends and families, and we were able to say, okay, let's start from somewhere. And that's one of the reasons why we also had to start from the software, such that it's easier to develop the software than to do the hardware. And as time went on, we ventured into the hardware, which is our major product, our flagship product. So I didn't put funding here because, to me, I don't believe that it's totally going to be a barrier or a challenge to implementing tech solutions, except you really don't want to go into it. So yeah, it's a secondary issue, yeah, but it is not a total problem or a total challenge to implementing whatever you want to implement as an entrepreneur. Yeah. Okay, so of course, looking to the future, what is next? What's next for us? So we're currently seeing trends in artificial intelligence. Everybody has been AI. A simple one is the chat GPT. I think 80% or 85% of the audience listening to me today must have come across using chat GPT. So AI is a new trend right now. Internet of Things, that's IoT, precision agriculture, all these things, they're going to shape the future of farming, trust me, in years to come. And that's because the demand right now on our food system is so much that we need to be able to boost our food systems here in Africa. So with this advancement, farmers will be able to monitor, will be able to predict, will be able to control, and also improve their productivity and even more effectively. So we're looking at technologies you can key into. Research more on AI. AI is just beyond what ChatGPT is giving to us right now. We're currently using AI for our disease diagnosis feature at Farm Speed. So search more for those who are going to processing, for those who want to go into um, um, food to market or farm to market, for those who want to go into the logistics part of agriculture. There are a whole lot of niche you can key into using AI. Internet of Things, the same thing. Traceability is a huge issue right now in moving our products from the farm to another. And I can tell you that I've seen solutions. I've seen solutions leveraging hardware like that is powered by IoT that can help you, see your processes as you're moving from point A to point B, and your goods will be in good conditions. So check these technologies, the emerging ones, and there are also some of them that are already they're already in the market right now, but a lot of them and a lot of their parts have not been utilized properly. So with these technologies, farmers will be able to monitor, predict, control, improve productivity even more efficiently and sustainably at the end of the day. So it's also going to help we, the youths, who are the center of this future as well. So Nigerians youths, Nigerians young minds are the ones who will develop, who will adopt, and who will deploy these technologies on a large scale. So we're here to support your journey. um, you have conversations like this that have been organized by the Precision Field Academy. So we're here to support your journey, give you that guidance on how to start, where to go to for free resources. A lot of times, I have issues with entrepreneurs, the young ones who feel that everything is paid. There are free resources you can utilize. I can share this after this conversation. Go on YouTube, the people who you follow, and you get a whole lot. Dedicate yourself to them for about a month on AI, on IoT, robotics, a whole lot, precision agriculture. So these are the future we are looking at in the next 3 to 4 years. These particular ones are called, but the emerging ones I've said, but these ones are the most popular, and we are looking that they will be adopted in livestock farming. So yeah, how can we start? How can we start? How do we go about these things? Now that we have explored the potentials of smart livestock farming, let's talk about the steps you can take today to start using technology in your farming or in your agribusiness journey. And these are actionable steps that we have also done, we have practicalized at FarmSpeak. So the first thing I will say, which is under learn and adopt technology, is start with data. Please start with data. A simple first step is to start tracking data in any niche you want to work with. So when we started out, when we looked at the niche you want to work with, okay, we said livestock it's vast, it's huge. You cannot prefer solution all at once. We said that with poultry. If you notice, I've been saying poultry. We said that with poultry first. We branched out to aquaculture and then greenhouse farming. And then there are other niche in the pipeline, but these are the ones started out with first. First was poultry. We're in the poultry space for about 3 years before we talked about fine-tuning our solution to fit the aquaculture industry and the greenhouse industry. So start with the niche. That would help you know what what problem they want to tackle first. So in the poultry industry, we looked at the issue of poultry mortality, the monitoring, it's stressful, and because we had a lot of experience in it, you cannot bring solution in a sector where you have zero or little knowledge about. So you have to learn, and in that learning is getting data, and that data is being involved in that particular industry, that particular niche. So get that data from the farm, go to farmers, speak to them, do a lot of survey, a lot of questioning, even if it's just basic information, but you keep reading that over a period of time. You begin to track a lot of things, all those data that you've collected, those don't compile them. These days you have tools that can help you analyze your data, analyze this data, what data have I collected, what health records have I collected, or what climatic conditions have I collected if possible, and what are the trends, what are these tending towards. So consistent data collection will help you make informed decisions and spot areas where tech could improve in terms of efficiency. So that's what we did at FarmSpeak. We looked at these things. For that work also helped us make informed decisions as to say, okay, you know what, let's start off with a software solution first. But what will this software solution solve? It is going to be a record keeping platform. It's going to boost their credit worthiness. It's going to help them with their vaccination alert. Then over a period of time, we built on that and then added the disease diagnosis feature. And then we keep building, we keep adding features, and we keep making sense at the end of the day. So these are the ways you could start. Start with data, which is under learning. Then leverage technology. You have to adopt technology. So after getting those data, what do you do? First, in terms of your data analysis, I would advise you to utilize technological tools that could help you analyze this data in a very good and efficient way. And that will help you make informed decisions. So an example, when we went to the field and made a lot of findings, for the software, we realized that farmers needed a point where a solution that would help them track the health status of their birds. A lot of information's out there. They needed to filter those information. To them, health is a huge factor in livestock farming, and using technology to prevent diseases can save a lot of costs over a period of time. So we said, okay, we're going to do something like that. So based on the data we got, look at the number of farmers who were willing to adopt this technology. We deployed that for the software. Then even for when PenKeep was ready to, for example, by the time it maintains and I do environment for you, invariably it's helping you prevent diseases at the end of the day. So these are information we're able to draw out, and then we build the technology around those informations and data we got from the farms. So then also explore available training resources, access to resources. Start getting familiar with smart farming conversations, smart farming videos, smart farming articles. It doesn't require a big investment right away. So there are a lot of training programs, including those offered by the Precision Field Academy we're currently having right now, even by FarmSpeak Technology too. We also have training programs for youth too, and then where you can learn about these technologies and how you can and how you can apply them to your farms, how you can apply them to your business as an agri-tech entrepreneur. So join hosting programs like this, join communities, join incubator programs, join boot camps. You have to get a lot of resources. You have to learn on the go. It's not just about building this technology. There's a business around it. So how do you make impact and also make profit? How do you make impact and also stay in business? How do you key into resources such that when we started, one thing that also helped us with community is for the hardware, we needed a place at some point where, because we produce this hardware here in Abeokuta, Ogun State, where we are currently based, and we needed a place where we could get access to printing our casing. And because we joined a particular community, we had access to a particular organization at the island then that gave us access to their 3D printers. And these are the things that we're able to do to test out different designs. And then today we have something that we say this is our own, this is what we did. So these are things that would help you join these programs, be a part of them, connect with agricultural networks, and also be open to partnership. You can partner with FarmSpeak, you can partner with the Precision Field Academy, you can partner with so many organizations. Be open to partnership, not necessarily partnership for money, but partnership that could help you in terms of understanding the market dynamics, that can help you understand, your refining your business model, that can help you get access to community of farmers who you'll be serving. So connecting with agri-tech providers, local agricultural groups, or other farmers within your niche, will give you exposure to new tools, to new resources, and even financing options. A lot of times I tell entrepreneurs when they come for mentorship that it's one door that opens the next two doors, and then the next two doors opens the next 5 doors in your entrepreneurial journey. So don't be an island. Move out, partner with people. People will begin to mention your name in the wind of opportunities, and begin to, spread your tentacles around that ecosystem. So please be open to partnership. Then another thing I would also add here is start small and scale gradually. You cannot say you want to solve the entire problem for the entire livestock industry. So you don't need to overhaul your entire idea in one go. So just make sure that you start little, start small,
Even for farmers who are here already, please learn to start small. When you're getting exposed to technology, start with like an example using an app for record keeping or invest in basic climate control systems. Then assess what is working for your farm. As entrepreneurs, assess what is working for you and your team. Then add new tools over a period of time. Keep building incrementally, and then that will help you manage costs. That will help you manage a lot of stress. That will help you manage your team. That will help you, you would work with as entrepreneurs, most of the time you work with lean team. So that would help you manage the resources you have in terms of human resources and financial resources. So please start small. We did that at FarmSpeak. I've said that all over and all over again. Starting with the software, this is what the software will do. We built in features at the end of the day and all of that, and then we move to the hardware. What the hardware was doing before was basically monitoring of the environment, but today we do monitoring and we do control. So keep building over a period of time. Then, of course, have access to financial assistance. I know that I said money is not shouldn't be a limitation to whatever you're implementing, but you need money. So you have to look at for financial options. This is an entirely different conversation and class. Financial options such as loans, as grants, credit services, specifically for agri businesses, for agri tech solutions. You start looking for these things, speak to your family and friends, those who believe in your vision, with organized conversations with people, we begin to open rooms of opportunities for you as well, because you can't do anything entirely without money. But that shouldn't stop you from implementing because you don't see that. So that's that under how you can start today. I'm getting to the end of my session already, and I hope that it's making sense. So please just remember that by embracing technology, you're not just building a business, you're helping shape Nigerians' food security and agricultural future, or a future of food systems in agriculture. Okay, I said I'm at the end of my slide already. So to just wrap up what we've discussed um, before now, smart livestock farming is about much more than just adopting the latest gadgets. Please, if anything you take home today, take this home today. It's beyond adopting the latest gadgets. It's beyond that. It's much more than that. It's about building resilience. It's about increasing productivity and securing our food future. And that is what organizations such as FarmSpeak, such as the Precision Field Academy, and its parent body is dedicated to doing in terms of the mission. So it's about equipping or being committed to equipping farmers with the tools that they need to succeed. That being said, I'll say thank you for having me here and being here to listen to me today, and for having interest in creating a brighter future for agriculture in Nigeria. I would say let's embrace technologies, empower farmers, and together we'll build a very sustainable agricultural landscape. So I'm open to questions, and I hope that I've been able to do justice to this conversation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. This is a really, I mean, it's a worthwhile and insightful section, sharing your background story with what you guys are doing at Farm Speak. I've been hearing about Farm Speak a very long time, although I have not had like a first-hand information into what you guys are doing like this. I know it's something in livestock, maybe revolve around digital solution, but I think you've given a very contextual information, yes, about what you guys are doing, and that's really really impressive. And I believe, yeah, leveraging technologies like this would reduce the mortality rate, help farmers reduce waste, and mitigate their losses, increase their profit and yield. So currently we are entertaining question and answer. So I'm trying to see if we have any question from participants, so I can bring them on board. Okay. This is not really a question. She's just giving uh, an encomium. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you, Deborah Uni. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I think we really have some of the participants are not online, probably because of the time. And, oh, so they are still going to rewatch it also. Uh, okay. All right. So life is now so easy for every farmer, both crop and livestock. Yes, yes, that's the goal. Both livestock and crop cultivation, leveraging digital solution will make it more attractive and smooth in terms of practice. So, okay. So, okay. She said, I really learned a lot from the section. Thank you, ma'am. So do well to drop your questions. Do well to drop your questions. If you have any question, okay. So from David Santo, he said, "Thank you for the presentation." Uh, all right. Okay. So I'm just going to be giving us 5 minutes more in case we don't have any questions. That means we've come to the end of this presentation and we'll call it a day. Thank you so much, ma'am, Mr. Daisy, for honoring our invitation. This is a mind-blowing section, and we are so much grateful to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. If there's any question, even from the other participants, you can reach out to me, and yeah, I'll pass on the answers through you. Thank you so much.
All right, so I'm definitely going to do that. If I have any other one in the group, so okay, I think someone is asking this question. Please, what are the strategies to put in place to overcome the instance whereby there is an issue with internet coverage where the farms are located? Okay. I think,
Okay. Okay, so it depends on the solution you're trying to roll out. I gave an example for what we do at Farm Speed. You require it's an IoT device. Thank you. So we were using our local SIMs, the usual MTN, Airtel, and we built the device in a way that we didn't want farmers to always have to open the device, close, open, close, open, close the device. Um, so it was an issue when we installed it and data wasn't coming as much. It was coming, but it was coming slow. Um, so what we did was we made a research. So what we did, I said before, we had to switch to IoT SIMs. So you have to browse out, options that are available for whatever solution you're bringing out to the market. So realized that there were SIMs that were dedicated for IoT devices. So such SIMs, we had to browse out. There are a lot of options too in the market, IoT SIM. So we had to browse out different options of IoT SIMs we had from different companies, the offerings, and being that we don't want to increase our costs, we had to look at, at the end of the day, we had to have a balance. But the thing was, we now integrate. We still use local SIMs for places where the network is good. But if you're looking at rural areas where the network was an issue, we had to switch to IoT SIMs. So if you read more on IoT SIMs, these are SIMs that switch to the best connectivity at a particular point in time within your location. So if I have this device installed somewhere around, where can I use now? Kobakwe area in Abeokuta, Ogun State, for example, and maybe at 2 p the network was okay for Airtel, and then later maybe it rained and Etisalat is better. So such thing switches to the best available network at a particular time. So I don't know if that answered your question, but so you have to research on based on the solution you're bringing in. We can't. I don't think you can use IoT SIMs where you have to deploy technologies around maybe AI or robotics. So if it's for software solutions, an example of what we also did was instead of having our software um, leverage on internet connectivity, we had to move from a progressive web app to having a mobile solution or a mobile version, such that it's easier for you, if you understand how tech works, to build an offline version on a mobile than a web. So we had to move from mobile to web, and then we integrated offline mode in our solution in our app. So I'm sure that the apps that you have on your phone that you can access without even turning on your data. So that's how it works. So just look out for what particular solution are you currently looking at, and then what are the available options in terms of solving internet connectivity for such a solution. So I think that has helped.
Okay, thank you very much for that answer. So we still have more questions. I think more questions are popping in now. So someone is saying, being a female entrepreneur, what challenges have you faced? Okay.
Okay, I'll have to I'll have to think this through. Okay, okay, I'd say so this is at the initial stage, not now, not now. It's not coming up any longer. But at the initial stage, about 2020, I think 2020, when when we started out as a female entrepreneur and being young, one of the major challenges I have faced or I faced in the past was overcoming biases and being taken, being taken seriously in a traditionally male-dominated field. When we started out, the agri-tech system was kind of dominated with a lot of males, and a lot of guys were in the space, and you would hardly see females play a huge role. And they were more in the agri business or the agri tech, bringing in that technology and engineering part was an issue. And it wasn't new to me because I studied engineering, agricultural engineering, and I think we were about 5 girls as against 37 males in my class. So already, I've always been faced with such challenges. So there were moments when people had to question my capability based on my gender. And then it was frustrating, even to the point of securing funding. It was more challenging as a female entrepreneur back then, to have access to funding. You have to work twice as hard as your male counterparts to have investors, who would look to you and say, no, I have credibility in such a person. So, but to overcome this, I had to learn my work. Like, I had to put in the work. I had to learn. And thank God for my partner at FarmSpeed, Peter, who is also my classmate in school. He equipped me so much with a lot of knowledge. I fine-tuned my mindset. I didn't even see myself as a female. I took out that gender part in my mindset and I saw myself as a male. You understand? But that doesn't mean I was acting like it out. No, I was just saying that
Yeah.
I had to make my thinking. I start thinking, I start acting like a male. I start taking certain decisions. And I made sure that my results had to speak louder than any stereotype at that point. Then I had to build strong network as well. I had to find supportive mentors who believed in me, and they were able to help me build my credibility. So I focused on demonstrating value through the achievements at FarmSpeak, and that has helped shift any perception and create more opportunities for me today. So I
Okay,
think that
thank you
answers
very
the
much.
question.
Okay, yes, okay, thank you very much, Ma. I believe that will answer his question satisfactorily. Maybe you should share your background. Okay. This person said, thanks for the answers. I think the answer you gave is actually satisfactory. So we have other questions here too. So she is asking, is it possible to know the kind of disease affecting the animal? Okay, with your solution. Okay.
Yes, 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 it is. And that is why you have technologies that have been developed to the same way you go to the hospital as human and you get diagnosed, or you go through MRI and they're able to tell you this is what is wrong with X person or Y or Z, and to give you precise location of what this problem is, or if somebody has issues with lungs, if somebody has issues with the with this bone or a blood issue. It is the same thing now, right now in the livestock sector. So it is possible to know the type of disease affecting the animals, especially with advanced tools, advanced AI tools. So at FarmSpeak, as I said, you have developed solutions that help farmers quickly identify and address health issues
with their birds. And so this technology can help you assess symptoms and the patterns down to give farmers insights into potential diseases without immediate or in-person veterinary assistance. So you're learning on the go as a farmer, you understand how it works. And then this way, farmers can now, for example, if it's something that is now outside of what we can do, we now refer it to a veterinary doctor within your locality. So there are tools, these AI tools are a solution. You can try using the web app, go to www.farmspeak.net, sign up on the software via the web, and then go to the disease diagnosis part. You can just play around it and see what we have. But already we're improving on that right now. The version 2 for that is coming up on the mobile. So such that you can snap the birds, and from the snap of the birds or from their droppings or their physical symptoms, and then go through some certain questions. We need to tell you this is what is wrong with you or with your birds, the high chances of what is wrong with your birds. And then we link you up with a veterinary doctor. If it's something outside what we can prefer, if it's a bad case, and then if it's not, right there on the app, you have solutions already that are available to you and what you can do to help your bird. So so there are tools that are making these things easier for farmers already. So yes, it's possible. And also I've seen solutions where through hardware, um, it has smart cameras that can detect um, a deviation in their normal dropping, and then it tells you that there's something wrong. It's also aside livestock too, even the crop farmers have it. I have a friend who does that too. Through smart cameras, detect issues with the leaves, and then it tells you what is wrong with the leaves, and then then she prefers solutions. Your solution prefers solutions to you as well. So the solutions that have been deployed to this, both for crop and also livestock. So yes, it's possible, very possible.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Uh, so I think this will be our last question here. So this person is asking, how does your field of study in school contribute to your career journey?
Okay. So yes, it did. It gave me, I would say my field of study did help me in my journey. I maybe didn't go too deep in my story. My parents were poultry farmers. We lost a lot of birds at some point. We're just trying to summarize because of time. It was really bad. For somebody who likes food, I love food so much. It's one of my love language. I wanted
Wow.
to also go into agriculture. But when I saw the stress my parents and other people in the community faced, I began to have doubts, and I wanted to, go into medicine. And but I think I was happy. I would say it's a blessing that we went through such a thing. And I said, no, I won't be saving life being a medical doctor, but I will save life by being an engineer, but in the agricultural space. Because if the mechanical engineers can do this, they can help build machines for other things. We have cars today. If civil engineers today can build smart homes, why can't we have the same in agriculture? So I researched, and I realized that there's a field called agricultural engineering, and it's a combination of other types of engineering. In agricultural engineering, you have mechanical, you have civil, you have electrical, you have structures, a whole lot. You have soil and water. So it gave me a lot of interest. And I decided to start with that because I know it will give me that preamble that I need to be able to profess to this solution. So it did help in my journey. I would say it's a combination of both the formal education and practical experiences that made the biggest difference for me and my team. So my course of study gave me that foundational knowledge and skills. And then, but it was hands-on experience and real life and new world challenges that really shaped my path and shaped our path at FarmSpeak, especially in the field of agri-tech. So each step taught me something new about how to apply technology. But as I always tell people, some people feel like, but I'm not an engineer. I'm not in the tech world. I'm not in science. How can I key into um, this agri-tech space? Um, and that is I'm always careful not to make people feel like my field of study it's compulsory, you must be an engineer. It played a major role, yes, but other things also applied. So I've seen friends who read accounting and today they're in the tech space. than the agri-tech space. A lot of times is a mix of, you necessarily don't have to be the major tech person in your team, but we were opportune because we were engineers by profession, so we were opportune to have that hands-on training. So we had that tech background already. But for those who don't have that tech background, don't be cut off. Don't feel like it's going to be a difficult thing or it's going to be like a nightmare for you. No. So what you can do is understand the basics. Why understand the basics is because so that you don't have a team that will come and tell you what's not tomorrow and toss you here and move you here. So understand the basics, understand technology, understand the niche, understand how the solution you're trying to bring is going to work, understand what is going to leverage on, what is it going to leverage, what's it going to power this technology. Then you can bring in good hands. One major thing I always tell people today is most of the big guns you see today, um, Elon Musk and the rest, they are not necessarily the most intelligent persons, but they were surrounded with people who are intelligent and they invested in such persons. So you have to invest in your team. You have to invest in human resources, aside the financial part, and then you build yourself around people who are so equipped with the knowledge you need to bring your solution to life, and then you learn on the go. So that was what we did, and that's what I would say for farm speak as well. Yes, we had the tech background, but that shouldn't stop you for those who are not tech related in terms of their field of study. So yes, it helped me. I would say it helped me. It is a 50-50 thing. Field of study helped me, and then we had real life like I could go on and on to explain real life situations. Of course, in school, we're not taught to build um, smart hardware devices like what we have right now, the Internet of Things technology. It was when I came out of school, I had to start learning a lot on the technologies that were emerging, AI, IoT. We got the basics, the TMA courses, the MEC courses, and all of that. But when we came out, we had to do extra learnings, extra stuff, and start building, make mistakes. We iterated. The device you're seeing today is the fourth iteration. We had to start with a carton. We tested out with that carton. Then we built one very big yellow box, did the white version, and then we kept moving and kept testing until today we had a marketed product that are in farms today being utilized. So yes, it's a 50-50 thing. It helped. At the same time, other factors from our own input also added up to it. So yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. That's a very profound answer, and this is more like a flashback for you going back to school. Okay, my experiences while I was in school and all of that. So, yeah, it's a good one. Thank you so much for sharing, and I believe it's really going to inspire participants. Yeah, for them to also prepare for the future of work. So, and I have a positive feedback here from Lincoln Samuel. He said, "This is enlightening. Thank you." Also, another person here is saying, "Amazing section." Yes, yes, it's truly an enlightening and inspiring section. Thank you so much, ma'am, Mrs. Adaite Hagula. We sincerely want to appreciate you for honoring our invitation once again on behalf of the entire Precision Field Academy team. I'm saying a very big thank you. We would love to also uh, call you some other time in the near future. So thank you very much for coming. So everyone, we've gradually come to the end of this section. So we'll be ending the stream now. So we'll meet some other time. Thank you very much, ma'am. Grateful.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.